Have you ever noticed someone slowly stepping back during a hug, or a caregiver quietly spraying air freshener after helping you dress? It's a painful truth. Many elderly people unknowingly smell bad, not because they're unclean, but because they're missing certain spots during their daily routine. This isn't just about odor, it's about dignity, relationships, and how others perceive your health. Studies show that body odor caused by poor hygiene in older adults is often misread as neglect, or worse, a sign of mental decline. In fact, research from the National Institute on Aging highlights that missed hygiene can lead to isolation, shame, and unnecessary medical evaluations. But here's the good news, most of it comes down to just 5 forgotten spots. In this video, I'll show you the 5 areas elderly people often don't clean that cause body odor, and exactly how to take care of them with simple, everyday habits. No fancy products, just practical steps to stay fresh, confident, and respected. By the end of this video, you'll know what to clean, how to clean it, and why it matters more than you think. So watch till the end, and if this helps you or someone you love, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really supports the channel and helps me bring you more valuable content like this. Now let's dive in. Number 1. Armpits. As someone who's worked closely with older adults over the years, and seen firsthand how aging affects our hygiene habits, I want to talk to you today about a spot that many people over the age of 70 often forget to clean, the armpits. Now, you might be thinking, I clean myself regularly, why would I forget my armpits? But the truth is, as we age, there are certain areas of the body that can get overlooked, and the armpits are one of those spots that often slip under the radar. The first sign that you might be neglecting this area is a musty odor. You might also notice some skin irritation or even itching. These are small clues your body gives you, signals that this spot is being overlooked. And if you're starting to feel more self-conscious about the smell, or if you've been feeling uncomfortable due to irritation, it's time to pay attention. So, what causes this? For many seniors, limited mobility and reduced flexibility can make it difficult to reach certain areas of the body. As we get older, our ability to move freely can decrease, and sometimes it's simply harder to stretch your arms up to clean under the armpits. Additionally, changes in our sense of smell can make it harder to detect odors we might otherwise notice. And let's not forget that daily routines change as we age. Sometimes it's easy to forget certain hygiene habits because of the busyness of life or just getting distracted. But here's the thing, if this area is left neglected, it can lead to more than just an unpleasant odor. You might develop skin infections or rashes. The bacteria that thrive in this warm, moist area can cause significant irritation and buildup. This not only leads to discomfort, but it can also affect your confidence. Imagine sitting with family or friends, and you're constantly worried about how you smell. It can impact how you interact with others, and it can even cause you to feel a bit isolated or embarrassed. But don't worry. The solution is simple and doesn't have to take up much of your time. The key here is just a little extra awareness. You can easily make a habit of cleaning your armpits while you're doing something else. For example, while you're brushing your teeth in the morning, take a moment to use a damp washcloth to wipe down your armpits. You don't need any fancy products, just a simple washcloth and some warm water. If you're not able to reach, a long-handled sponge or a mirror aid can help you clean that area with ease. Now, let's look at a couple of examples to show how this simple habit can make a big difference. Meet Mr. Harold, who is 72. Every morning, after brushing his teeth, he takes a few moments to use a damp washcloth to clean his armpits. It only takes about 30 seconds, but it makes him feel fresh and comfortable all day. Mr. Harold has learned that small actions like this help him maintain his personal hygiene without much effort. On the other hand, Mr. James, who is 85, often skips cleaning his armpits. He doesn't realize it's an important part of his daily routine. Over time, he starts to notice his family commenting on a strange smell, and his skin feels itchy. Eventually, his doctor tells him that he has developed a mild skin infection from the buildup of sweat and bacteria in his armpits. All Mr. James needed was a simple daily habit to prevent this from happening, like Mr. Harold's quick routine. So, my advice to you is this: tie your cleaning habits to things you already do. For example, while you're brushing your teeth, you can take an extra few seconds to wipe your armpits. You don't need expensive tools, just a little cloth, warm water, and the reminder to do it daily. You'll smell better, feel better, and most importantly, you'll stay healthier. And don't forget, this simple step will boost your confidence too. Remember, you deserve to feel fresh, clean, and respected every day. So, don't let a forgotten spot affect your health or self-esteem. A little daily care goes a long way, and it's never too late to start. Number 2. Feet. As someone who has spent years working closely with older adults and studying age-related hygiene challenges, I want to talk to you today about a spot that many people over the age of 70 often forget to clean: your feet. Now, you might think feet don't require much attention, but they're actually a part of the body that can give you plenty of clues if they've been neglected. You may notice some signs like a musty odor, skin irritation, itching, or buildup of dry skin. These are small but important signals that your feet aren't getting the care they deserve. So, why do feet often get missed? For many seniors, it's a combination of limited mobility, reduced flexibility, and a decreased sense of smell. As we age, we can find it difficult to reach down or bend over to properly clean our feet, or we may forget to include them in our daily hygiene routine. Sometimes, changes in your routine, like staying home more or having trouble getting out, can make it easy to overlook them altogether. But let me tell you, ignoring your feet can lead to several problems. If left uncleaned, your feet can develop skin infections, rashes, or fungal issues like athlete's foot. You might even experience bacterial buildup that can cause an unpleasant odor. Over time, these issues can affect your confidence and how others perceive you. You may not realize it, but something as simple as foot odor or discomfort can make you feel self-conscious, and it can affect your overall well-being. You deserve to feel fresh and comfortable at all times, and that starts with taking care of your feet. Here's what you can do to solve the problem. It's actually quite simple. Make it a habit to wash and clean your feet every day. You can do this while sitting on a chair or on the edge of your bed if bending down is difficult. Just grab a washcloth or a soft brush, soak your feet in warm water for a few minutes, and gently scrub between your toes, your heels, and the soles of your feet. Dry them thoroughly, especially between the toes, to prevent moisture buildup, which can lead to infections. If you're unable to reach your feet comfortably, there are foot cleaning tools with long handles that can help you do the job without straining yourself. Let's look at an example. Meet Mr. Harold, 72, and Mr. James, 85. Both of these gentlemen are retired and live independently, but they handle foot hygiene in very different ways. Mr. Harold, every morning after his shower, takes an extra minute to sit on the side of his bed and wash his feet. It's a part of his routine, just like brushing his teeth. He uses a washcloth, gently scrubs the skin, and checks for any signs of irritation. It takes just a minute, but it keeps him feeling fresh, and he's able to walk comfortably without any embarrassing odor or discomfort. On the other hand, Mr. James doesn't always clean his feet thoroughly. He has trouble bending over, and he often forgets about them. Recently, his family started noticing an unpleasant smell around him. Mr. James also complained of itching between his toes and noticed some flaky skin. When he visited his doctor, he was told he had developed a mild fungal infection from the buildup of moisture and dead skin on his feet. The doctor prescribed medication, but the infection could have been avoided if Mr. James had simply taken a few minutes each day to properly clean and care for his feet. What Mr. James needed was a small reminder and a simple routine, something he could do easily while sitting or even while watching TV. A simple foot cleaning routine could have saved him from an infection and the discomfort it caused. So, my advice to you is this: try to tie your foot care to something you already do. Just as you make time for brushing your teeth or having your morning cup of coffee, add cleaning your feet to that routine. You don't need fancy tools, just a washcloth, some warm water, and a little attention. It only takes a minute, but it will make a world of difference. You'll feel more confident, more comfortable, and your feet will thank you for it. Don't let neglected feet cause you problems. It's easy to forget, but taking care of them can improve your overall health and well-being. You deserve to feel fresh, clean, and respected every day, and that starts with giving your feet the attention they need. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps me continue to bring important, respectful, and helpful information your way, because everyone deserves to age with dignity and grace. Number 3. Behind the ears. As someone who has spent years working closely with older adults and understanding the unique hygiene challenges that come with age, let me share something with you that's often overlooked, yet very important, behind the ears. You see, this small area just behind your ears might not seem like much, but it tells a lot about your hygiene. If you've ever caught a faint musty smell, or felt some itching or noticed a bit of sticky buildup when touching that area, that's your body trying to tell you something. It's a gentle nudge, a quiet whisper that this little spot has been forgotten. And let's be honest, it's an easy one to forget. Why does this happen? For many people above the age of 70, flexibility isn't what it used to be. Maybe you can't reach around as easily, or your sense of smell isn't as sharp, or maybe you've simplified your bathing routine to conserve energy. These changes are natural. But in that process, areas like behind the ears are skipped, day after day, week after week, until the buildup becomes noticeable. Now, ignoring this spot isn't just about odor. The skin behind the ears is delicate. When it's not cleaned regularly, oils, sweat, and dead skin cells collect there, creating the perfect environment for bacteria to thrive. This can lead to rashes, skin infections, or a constant irritation that won't go away. And more than that, it can affect how people interact with you. No one wants to feel self-conscious, especially around loved ones. A simple issue like this can silently chip away at your confidence and comfort. But the good news is, it's easy to fix. Every morning, while you're brushing your hair or fixing your glasses, take just 30 seconds to run a damp washcloth or a soft wipe behind your ears. That's it. No extra effort, no special soap, just a gentle swipe with warm water. You can even tie this habit to brushing your teeth, 2 minutes for your mouth, and a few seconds for the skin behind your ears. It becomes a part of your rhythm, just like putting on your slippers or turning off the light. Let me give you a little real-life story. Mr. Harold, a sprightly 72-year-old, lives alone in a quiet neighborhood. He set a routine for himself. After his morning coffee and newspaper, he goes into the bathroom, brushes his hair, and gently wipes behind each ear with a warm washcloth. It's become second nature. He says he feels fresh, and his grandchildren love hugging him without wrinkling their noses. That one small act has made a big difference in how he carries himself. Now, let's talk about Mr. James, who's 85. He's sharp, independent, but he doesn't think much about the area behind his ears. No one ever really told him it mattered. Over time, his family began noticing a sour smell when they got close. He started scratching the area more often. Eventually, it became so irritated that his doctor had to treat it for a mild bacterial infection. What Mr. James needed wasn't medicine, it was just awareness. A simple reminder that even the small things matter. All he had to do was add that tiny habit to his daily routine, something as easy as wiping his face or combing his hair. So let me ask you, how many seconds would it take you, right now, to clean behind your ears? You don't need fancy tools, or a nurse, or even a full bath every day. Just a warm cloth and a bit of attention. Think of it as taking care of yourself, the way you'd care for a child, with love, detail, and pride. Because you've earned that. You've lived through decades, raised families, built lives. And you deserve to feel clean, respected, and confident in every interaction, whether you're sitting with your grandchildren, greeting a neighbor, or just enjoying a quiet evening alone. So don't let a forgotten spot affect your well-being. Let's start with behind the ears, and from there, we'll work our way to every corner that helps you stay fresh, dignified, and well. You matter. And how you feel matters too. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps me continue to bring important, respectful, and helpful information your way, because everyone deserves to age with dignity and grace. Number 4. Under the breasts. As someone who has spent years working closely with older adults and studying age-related hygiene challenges, I want to talk to you today about a spot many people over the age of 70 often forget to clean: under the breasts. You may not realize it, but if you've been noticing a musty or sour smell, an uncomfortable itch, or even some redness under your breasts, that's your body quietly telling you something is being overlooked. That area, hidden in a natural fold of skin, becomes warm, damp, and dark, exactly the kind of environment bacteria and fungus love. And it's easy to miss, especially as we age. Many seniors experience reduced mobility, weaker arms, or even arthritis, making it harder to lift the arms high enough to wash thoroughly. Some may not feel the discomfort as strongly because the skin becomes less sensitive over time, and for others, they simply aren't aware that it needs regular attention. Daily routines change, and without realizing it, this area just gets skipped. But the dangers of neglecting under the breasts are real. Moisture and sweat trapped there can lead to rashes, skin irritation, painful chafing, fungal infections, or even open sores if left long enough. The smell can be quite strong too, and that affects not just your health, but your confidence, your relationships, and how comfortable you feel in your own skin. It can make you shy away from hugs, or feel self-conscious around loved ones. Now, here's the good news: it's not hard to fix. A simple solution is to gently lift and clean under the breasts every day during your morning or evening hygiene routine. Use a soft washcloth with warm water and a mild soap, and make sure to dry thoroughly afterward. If bending or reaching is difficult, sit on a chair in front of a mirror, or use one hand to support the breast while the other cleans underneath. You can even do it while sitting down and watching the morning news. Tie it into something you already do, like brushing your teeth or brushing your hair, so it becomes automatic. Let me give you a real-world example. Meet Mrs. Evelyn, 72, and Mrs. Agnes, 85. Both women live comfortably in their homes and enjoy their daily routines. Evelyn makes it a point every morning after her shower to sit by her vanity mirror, lift each breast gently, and wipe underneath using a clean, damp washcloth. It's part of her skincare routine. She even adds a little bit of soothing powder to stay dry throughout the day. She feels fresh, confident, and hasn't had a rash in years. Agnes, on the other hand, never thought much of it. She used to bathe quickly, just doing the obvious parts: hands, face, arms, and skip the rest. Over time, she began noticing a sour smell and some itching under her left breast. Her daughter noticed the odor too and encouraged her to see a doctor. It turned out she had a yeast infection that needed a cream to treat. What Agnes really needed was just a simple reminder and a small tweak in her routine. Now, she started using a soft cloth during her morning TV time, and the difference is like night and day. So if you're listening to this and thinking, maybe I've been skipping that area, you're not alone, and it's never too late to change. You don't need expensive soaps or complicated routines. All you need is a few moments, a bit of awareness, and the willingness to care for your body fully, with love and respect. It's part of honoring yourself and the life you've lived. You deserve to feel clean, fresh, and at peace every day. Don't let a forgotten spot steal your comfort. Give yourself that little bit of care, and you'll be surprised at how much better you feel. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really supports the channel and helps me bring you more valuable content like this. Neck. As someone who has spent years working closely with older adults and understanding the unique hygiene needs that come with aging, I want to take a moment to talk to you about something many people over 70 often overlook: the neck. Yes, the neck. It might seem like a simple, obvious part of the body, but it's one of the most forgotten areas when it comes to daily hygiene. And here's how you can tell if you might be missing it. Maybe you've noticed a faint musty smell, or maybe your skin feels sticky, itchy, or irritated in that area. Sometimes, it feels like there's a light film or buildup on the skin. These are not just random sensations, they're your body gently trying to get your attention. What causes this, you ask? Well, it's more common than you might think. As we age, flexibility decreases, reaching behind your head or looking down for long periods becomes more difficult. Not to mention, our sense of smell might not be as sharp, so we may not notice the odor as easily. And sometimes, especially when routines change, like when you stop working or become less socially active, hygiene habits quietly shift without us realizing it. The neck simply becomes one of those spots we assume gets cleaned while showering, but it often doesn't get the attention it really needs. But let me be very clear, neglecting the neck over time can lead to more than just a smell. There can be bacterial buildup in the folds of the skin. You might develop rashes, mild skin infections, or dry flaky patches. And because the neck is so exposed, these changes can affect your confidence, the way others engage with you, and even how you feel about yourself. Now here's the good news. The solution is simple, and it fits right into your everyday life. You don't need a fancy product or expensive lotion. Just keep a soft washcloth or a gentle body wipe near your sink. When you brush your teeth in the morning or comb your hair, take a moment to gently wipe the back and sides of your neck. Do it with warm water, no harsh soaps necessary. A few seconds of attention each day can prevent odor, irritation, and discomfort. Even after an afternoon nap, a quick wipe down can make you feel refreshed and clean. Let me tell you about two gentlemen, Mr. Richard, 72, and Mr. Albert, 85. Both of them are retired, independent, and still take pride in their appearance. Mr. Richard has made it a habit. Every morning after shaving, he wipes his neck with a damp cloth while looking in the mirror. It takes him maybe 45 seconds. As a result, he feels fresh, his skin looks healthy, and his grandchildren love hugging him because he always smells clean. Now Mr. Albert, on the other hand, doesn't pay much attention to his neck. He figures the water in the shower takes care of it, so he doesn't think twice. But lately, he's noticed an odor he can't quite place. His daughter gently mentioned it to him, and he started feeling a little embarrassed. A checkup revealed minor skin irritation caused by sweat and oil buildup. What Albert needed wasn't medication, it was simply awareness and a few seconds each morning to care for an area he didn't even realize he was missing. So here's my advice to you, don't underestimate the small things. If you can brush your teeth or comb your hair, you can clean your neck. Tie it to the routines you already have. You've spent a lifetime taking care of others, now take these small, intentional steps to care for yourself. A clean neck doesn't just prevent odor, it helps you feel confident, respected, and dignified. You deserve that. You deserve to feel fresh and valued every single day. As we've seen today, sometimes it's not about forgetting to stay clean, it's about not knowing which areas need extra attention as we age. The truth is, these 5 commonly missed spots may seem small, but they can have a big impact on how we feel, how others treat us, and how we're perceived. Caring for these areas isn't just about hygiene, it's about preserving dignity, confidence, and independence. By simply including these steps in your daily routine, you protect yourself not only from unpleasant odors but also from the silent judgment or isolation that often follows. So take a moment, reflect on what you've learned, and don't let something so preventable rob you of comfort or respect. If this video helped you or someone you care about, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps me continue to bring important, respectful, and helpful information your way, because everyone deserves to age with dignity and grace.